All right, we've got our two systems of lighting fixtures ready to give a bunch of information to. This is where things get powerful. We want to give each of these lighting fixtures information about color, about channel, about unit number, and about focus, those four attributes that we put in the Label Legend Manager. You did place them in the right layer, didn't you? If you didn't, if you left yourself located in the positions layer, now would be a good time to select all of those fixtures and move them into the instruments layer. Okay. So a couple of things to know here. For one thing, you're going to want to number your instruments from house right to house left. It seems counterintuitive. Think of yourself standing on stage looking at the lighting positions, though, as an actor facing the audience. You're going to number these from left to right, but it's going to be from stage left to stage right. The inverse of how the designer is looking at the stage from the house, with A, B, C, D, and E areas across the stage, or in our channel numbering. So I'm going to select my first instrument here in the what I'm going to arbitrarily call the front cool system. That's the instruments that I mirrored off of my first set. I'm going to pick the one that's focused into area A, and I'm going to call it channel 11. It'll be in my second system of lights. So you'll remember, I double-clicked on that fixture, and you'll remember we're going to be looking at the light information and the properties about the light to give this fixture information. I'm not going to give it a unit number yet, and I'm going to show you why in a little bit. We're going to call this channel 11 in properties, and we're going to say its purpose is front cool. Then we're going to move over to light information, and we're going to say its focus is into area A, and its color, I'm going to say it's Roscoe 63. It's a color I use for cool front lights, sort of generically if I'm just doing an entertainment event. Sometimes I use 62. You'll notice that the Roscoe color came up for that. You can pull down on this menu. Right now you'll get all the colors in the active document. If you wanted to, you can try other palettes. Pull down into the Spotlight menu and select all of the Roscoe colors. This will give you a complete menu. I find it not particularly useful, frankly, because these colors are screen colors, not the colors of me looking through a gel swatch book and really getting specific about the color I want. But it's fun to play with. All right, so we've got color, focus, and control channel assigned to our lighting fixture. I'm going to click OK. And because I've got my Label Legend Manager correctly, it plops down that information around the fixture. I'm going to go to the second instrument in this system, the one focused on area B, and focus it into area B. I'm going to give it a color of R63, and I'm going to make it controlled by channel 12, and its purpose is front, come on Brian, front cool. I'm going to go ahead and copy that. It's a lot to type. It'd be nice to be able to cut and paste that. Click OK and move on down the line. There, now I've got my front cool system all plugged in with its information. Area A controlled by 11, B 12, C 13, D14, E15, all in the same color. Now I'll flip over and do that with a warm front system. And now there we are. I've got my warm system all plugged in. Channels 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all with correct focus point notification or notes, and ready now to number the lighting fixtures. I'll not number the lighting fixtures on a position until I've gotten all of my lights hung and all my systems built, and then I can number them. I can come in here individually and number them by double-clicking just to open up the information once again. And I can say this is unit number 1. Click OK. Come over here and click this. Say, oh, now this is number 2. And I remember how to count. I'll number the next one for unit number 3. It's a perfectly acceptable way to do that, but it's kind of tedious, isn't it? So another way to do the same thing, but much more quickly, is to select all the fixtures on the position. Go to your Spotlight menu, and either select Spotlight Numbering or auto number your positions. In Spotlight Numbering, you get a lot of flexibility. You'll want to use specifically, and you got to remember to do this, the unit number as the number that's going to be placed, or the field that's going to be populated. Remember, that's in your Label Legend Manager. It defaults to starting with the number 1 and going in even numbered 1-digit increments. So there's a lot of flexibility here you can use as well. You could do some pretty fancy things there in terms of instrument numbering. So if you have, I won't go into it, but there are reasons why you might not number them that way. The primary direction is important to set here. You want to go from left to right or right to left, and in our case we're going to go from right to left. You can also go bottom to top or top to bottom on your page as well. As you can see for our bays in Waller, it can be really useful to go clockwise or counterclockwise around a pipe that bends around corners. All right. We're going to go right to left, and then we're going we're going to click OK, and all of our lighting fixtures are numbered. It's complete, and it even told us it was complete. Yay us!